Hello, welcome back. In this video, we will be discussing about two-way data binding in Angular. When we are working with the web applications, it is important to keep the component HTML and the component.ts file in sync. So whenever user updates some data in the browser, it is important to save that information in your component, and whenever we change something in our component, it is important to reflect that data in the HTML or the browser. Let's take an example. Let me have input tag inside a div tag input, and let me also have a label, and whatever the data that I change in this input tag, and I want to show that content inside this label. Let me have a variable called input value, and initially I am setting this value as initial, and when I save this, and I also want to bind this input value, initial value, to this input tag, so I will use a property binding value is equal to input value. So when I save this and go to browser, so it is having the initial value loaded into this input tag and also into this label. Now let me update this input content and see. If I see here, there is no change in the label content, even though I am modifying some data inside the input tag. To get this content reflected back in the label, what we have to do is, we have to do event binding, so that whenever we change the data inside our input tag, that has to be stored back in the input value. So to do that, let's do the event binding for input change event is equal to, and we want to access the value of this input tag, so we will make use of this $event variable dot target is nothing but the input tag dot value, and this has to be updated with to this variable, input variable. So input value is equal to $event dot target dot value. Now let me save this and see the browser. Now if I update some content, it is reflecting back in my label. So what we are doing here is, we have mixed the property binding along with the event binding. That is the reason why whatever the value that we have initially in the component, we are reflecting back into the browser using the property binding, and whatever the data that is being entered by the user in the input tag, we are binding back to our variable, and we are able to show that in the label text. So this is happening from the both sides. This is nothing but a two-way binding. So property binding and event binding together makes a two-way binding. So far we are just binding the input initial value, and now let me have a button, and on click of that button I want to change the value of input tag dynamically from the code, that is component.ts file. So let me also have a div tag, and inside this let me have a button, and on click of this button I want to update the content of this input tag. So let me have a on click method, and I will write this method in my component, and inside this method what I do is, I will just append the value of this variable input value is equal to input value plus hello. So I have to use this keyword inside the component, and then let me have some hyphen over here, and then save the file. Let's go to the browser and see. So first of all, we need to have this some text for this button. So add hello is my button name, and if I go back to the browser, here I have add hello button. So whenever I click on this, what I am doing is I am updating this input variable programmatically, and I want to see if it is being reflected in the input text box also. So let me click on this button. If I keep on clicking on this button, you can see there is a change in the input tag and also the label because of our two-way data binding. So here what we are doing is we are updating the variable content from the code or from the component.ts file, and it is also being reflected to the browser in the input tag. So even after this, if I change some content in the input tag by the user also, it is being reflected back to our label. So this is called two-way binding. Now to reduce some syntax, to reduce the key presses, Angular provides us one directive called ng model, so that we can achieve this thing without writing property binding and event binding together. So let's do that. To use this ng model, the syntax is, we don't need this input binding, client event binding, and here instead of value we have to use ng model, and first we have to do the event binding with the parenthesis, and after that we have to do the property binding, that is square brackets. So you can remember this as a banana in the box, that is like this, first parenthesis and then square brackets. Now if you just save this and if you remove this also, it works as it is. So let me save this and go to browser. We are not seeing anything. Let's see what is the issue. Let's go to the console, and if you see here, cannot bind to ng model since it is not a known property of input. So to make use of ng model, we have to import one module called forms module in our app module.ts file. So to do that, we just have to import from Angular / forms import forms module, and this module should be added to the imports array of your app module. So whenever we are importing a module, the third module or external module, we have to add that module to this imports array, and we will be doing the forms module added to this imports array. And let's save this. And now if we go back to this home component, now we have added this ng model directive, and it will work properly as we have imported this forms module. Now let's go to browser. Now if you see here, the initial value is came successfully, and also the label is also displayed properly. And if you see the console, there is no error message because we have imported the forms module to make use of this ng model. So now if I type something, it is reflecting properly, and now if I click on any button, the hello is being added automatically. If you see here, it is also added in the text box. So using ng model, we can simply achieve this property binding and also the event binding together with single keyword, that is ng model directive. We can also have this ng model similar syntax or the two-way binding syntax work for our custom components, that is home components. Here we have a home component, that is our custom component, and we are calling this inside our app component.html app home closed and open tags. Here also we can use the same syntax, but To do that, we have to follow some syntax, some properties that we will be covering in our future videos. How to have ng model or two-way binding syntax applied for our custom components as well. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day.